And when we talk about how people are struggling to just survive, let alone thrive, it's because of this kind of shit. It's because we have moved to this place where we own nothing. Everything is subscription based. Even being able to get into your front door is on a subscription that if you don't pay, you don't even get into your own goddamn home.
I feel like if this video doesn't convince you that in the future we're going to be pushed towards no ownership rights at all, no ownership of the things that you own at all, because of the way technology is going and where it's headed. Just think for a second, how many subscriptions do you have right now? I mean, you might have some needless subscriptions, but you might have some that you think are pretty important. Do you think that something like subscription service to your vehicle is going to be something that we see in the future? Remember, we have smart cars now, completely computerized, and I think manufacturers are going to take advantage of this and ultimately lead you to places of non-ownership in the future. We're going to have subscriptions for everything. Look at our streaming services. We don't even own the movies that we're paying for nowadays because those movies ultimately can disappear as well. And we covered that as well when it comes to streaming services and how greedy and insane they are now in 2026. We're going to talk about late stage capitalism and how it's going to ultimately lead to us all being renters and plebs who are going to be paying streaming services, subscription services for everything we own. Let's discuss in today's video. It's going to be a doozy.
Another episode of You Will Own Nothing and Be Happy. Car companies have slowly been testing this idea for a while now, but we are starting to see it happen out in the open. Toyota has already rolled out vehicles where certain features are tied to a monthly subscription. Imagine buying a vehicle and then still having to pay for parts of it. Heated seats, subscriptions. Certain remote features, subscriptions. Even access to some of the service information, subscription.
Here's the 5 subscriptions that the 2025 Toyota Camry has, because y'all want to know. And when I bought it exactly 1 year ago, I was shook too. And my free trials just expired. So number 1 is the Drive Connect, which as you can see now says subscribe. Every time I turn my car on, no matter what, it says subscribe now. So this is an AI service I can pay for. This is also if you want to use the built-in navigation. So unless you don't pay and you don't use CarPlay, you can't use anything.
Jeez, can you believe that? Paying for a car and then on your dashboard you have something that says subscribe in order to use your vehicle? Oh my god, this is just insane. They're gonna gouge you for everything at this point. Late stage capitalism, guys.
All right, a little story time about how capitalism completely destroys our ability to thrive, let alone survive. All right? So my apartment, I had been here for 4 years now. And when I first moved in, we had a fob system for locks, right? Little gray disc that you attach to your keychain and you just slap it up against the little magnetic-y thing and it unlocks the main door, your door, all those things. About a year and a half to 2 years ago.
You know, I don't know if there's anything that pisses me off more.
We all get an email from our apartment complex that they are doing away with the fob system, and instead we are...
You know, I don't know if...
All right, a little story time about how capitalism completely destroys our ability to thrive, let alone survive. All right? So my apartment, I had been here for 4 years now. And when I first moved in, we had a fob system for locks, right? Little gray disc that you attach to your keychain and you just slap it up against the little magnetic-y thing and it unlocks the main door, your door, all those things. About a year and a half to 2 years ago, we all get an email.
Ooh boy, I see where this is headed. Did someone say subscription?
From our apartment complex that they are doing away with the fob system, and instead we are going to be on a phone app lock system. So fobs are going away. They're going to change out all the locks on every single door, and we're all going to be using this phone app moving forward. And they instituted this across, there's like over 200 apartments in my complex. It's a pretty big complex. And by and large, since this was installed, every single resident I talk to, we hate this app system. Absolutely hate it, because think about it. When I first moved in, if I get home and I've got arms full of, grocery bags and I'm by myself, all I have to do is hook my keys onto my finger and just slap the fob up against the magnetic thing, and I can unlock the elevator, I can unlock my front door, no problem, right? Now what I have to do, armful of groceries, is I have to get out my phone. I have to unlock it with my face. I have to go into the app. I have to make sure my Bluetooth is on because it only works if Bluetooth is on. And then I hold it up to the little reader thing on the door or in the elevator. It takes on average 3 to 5 seconds for it to register and unlock. So when you're in the elevator, it's a real
It's funny how many hoops we have to go through now just to navigate what should be a normal life here, all because of corporate greed. It's wild.
time crunch because that elevator will just start moving regardless of whether or not you've unlocked it. So you might end up shooting past your floor if you couldn't get it unlocked fast enough. But mostly it's just cumbersome. It's a pain in the ass. No one likes, everyone complains about it. Every time you get to the elevator, people are like, I hate this system. I hate it so much. Also come to realize, right around the time that they put in this new lock system, they also started a new fee attached to our rent, which is called the Technology Connect fee. And the way they originally talked about it was, we're going to start offering internet as well, so that you don't have to go with any third-party internet providers, but that's totally optional if you want to opt in. A lot of us don't opt in. We use some of the more reliable providers that are around. But that technology fee still exists for everybody every single month. Because that technology fee pays for the app to unlock the door. That technology fee is $85 a month.
Can you believe that? Paying a subscription service to lock your doors. What happened to keys?
We all pay a subscription of $85 a month to unlock our fucking doors. $85 a month, almost $100 a month, not to live here, not for your rent, just to get in the fucking door. Because the apartment complex, without a vote from its residents, without anything, the property managers decided this is what we're doing now, and we're gonna charge you for it. But it'll be great because it's tech, it's high quality, blah, 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 blah. It's better than the fob system. Meanwhile, the residents hate it. We don't like it. It's not reliable. It's a pain in the ass. And we pay almost $100 a month just to unlock our fucking doors, to get into the homes that we reside in. This is capitalism in a nutshell. We're going to create a problem. We're then going to solve said problem that we created, and then we're going to charge you for the solution. And when we talk about how people are struggling to just survive, let alone thrive, it's because of this kind of shit. It's because we have moved to this place where we own nothing. Everything is subscription based. Even being able to get into your front door is on a subscription that if you don't pay, you don't even get into your own goddamn home. That is 2026 US capitalism in a nutshell.
Not just US capitalism. I think that's going to be worldwide soon. Nothing paints more of a dystopian picture than that. You're going to have to pay a subscription to enter your own home. You will own nothing and be very, very unhappy. You'll be actually homeless. This is a wild one, guys. I want your thoughts about this one down below in the comment section. And if you aren't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.